I've had some requests for core work and how can we strengthen our core while we're sitting at home and not being able to do our normal workouts at the gym or with your personal trainers, wherever you are working out. So I'm just going to give you a couple of exercises that you can do at home. If you have some props, that would really help. So I've got a ball or a block, and I'm going to take a seat on my mat, and you can use either. I'm going to use a ball because I prefer the instability of the ball. And I'm going to lie down. So you're going to lie down on your back in a supine position. And then you're going to lift your hips up. And you're going to place your ball underneath your lower back into the sacrum. So make sure that the ball is actually evenly placed between the two hip bones. Place your arms by your side. Now really press your lower back and your sacrum into the ball. So you pull the stomach in and make sure that you have a long line from your shoulders to your hips. So you don't want to be sinking your back in or arching your back. So make sure you have that neutral spine position where you have one long line from your shoulders to your hips, like one piece of steel. Now keep your arms by your side. Pull your stomach in, take an inhale. On the exhale, lift one leg up to what we call a tabletop position, or bend the knee in. Inhale. Exhale, lift the other leg up. We are now in a tabletop position with our hips anchored into the ball. Okay? Pressing evenly. We're going to take an inhale, pull the ribs in towards the hips, and gently lower the right foot towards the mat. Exhale, use your abdominals to lift it up. Let's go with the left foot. Inhale, dip. Exhale, pull your stomach in to lift it up. Be very careful not to move your pelvis as you work. Make sure that you're stable on the ball and that you are working evenly. As I said, you can use the block to place under your hips. You have to have a small arch here into the back, so you need to make sure that there's that bridge position. And keeping that long line from your shoulders to your hips. As you do this, you have to pull the leg up from your abdominals. Inhale, exhale, using your lower abs and your flexors, of course, to pull the leg back up. We're going to do one more on each side. And we're going to start alternating. So you can go one down, one up. Again, my hands are on my pelvis here, my two hip bones, to make sure that my hips are not moving. You can keep your arms by your side if you feel the instability. And remember, you don't go all the way to the mat because that could arch your back. You only go to your limit. The second you feel that you're losing your pelvis, you've gone too far. So we don't rock and roll, we keep it quiet. Inhale, exhale. Knit your ribs to your hips, pulling the ribs towards the hips. Breathe. From there, we can go further with two legs together. This is tougher. Keep the shoulder blades anchored. Pull your stomach in on the inhale. Gently dip your feet together towards the floor. Exhale, pull your stomach, lift back up. Again, remember, if you go too far, you're going to arch your back. So really pull the ribs towards your hips, pull your stomach in, and from your hips you lift. What I don't want to see, what you don't want to be doing is extending the legs and bending them in. This is not good. That's going to arch your back, and you need to work from your pelvis. Pelvis is quiet. Pull your stomach to lift. Keeping that 90-degree angle, pull the stomach to lift. You can do about 10 of those, engaging your abdominals. Remember to feel the work in the lower abs. We don't want to be feeling our hips, our legs, or our back hurting. It is the lower abdominals that work to lift the legs up. You can do another 3 here. Nice wide chest. Last one. And you can extend your legs to the ceiling. Now we're coming to balancing on the ball. So we're also working on our balance and our core control. We're going to do some leg circles. With your legs at the ceiling, you're going to open them as wide as your mat, lower to your limit, bring them together, and lift back to 90. So how far do we go? What is my limit? Your limit will be, if you've gone too far, you notice how your back starts to arch. So you go to a point where you feel you're working your abs, but you're keeping your back anchored. Bring the legs together, exhale back up. Okay, so you can do like 3 or 4 of those. And again, don't go too fast. It's all control. Engage your abs. Then you can reverse your direction, pulling your stomach in all the time. Arms are anchored. Engage your abs. As I said, don't go too far. Just your limit, reach along with the legs. Bending the knees. And then you can stretch your legs back up. And you can do a scissor. One leg up, one leg down. Reaching long and change. So here, you don't want to be going only forward. Think about pulling your leg back. Pull your leg back. Pull your leg back. And again, you don't have to do too far. This is all about your stability. Go take it into a bicycle. Breathe into this. See if you can reach to the end of your mats. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse it. Pull the stomach in, reaching long with the legs, lengthening your neck, relaxing your shoulders. And bend those knees. Lower your feet. Lift up your hips and roll your spine down. And that takes us to the end of the abdominal workout, elevated on the ball. Thank you very much.